taking things way back, all the way back to 1786 on this January 4th, the spark. On that winter day, towns across the District of Maine stepped up their calls for independence from distant Boston. Town meetings turned into committees into petitions, residents pressing the Massachusetts legislature for fair representation, local control, and relief from taxes and laws that didn't fit Maine's fishing, lumber, and seafaring economy. Over the next decades, activists organized conventions, drafted petitions, elected delegations, and built a public case in newspapers, taverns, and town squares for a separate Commonwealth. Growing population, regional identity, and national events kept the question alive. That persistence paid off after renewed votes and negotiations in 1819. Maine's bid found its moment in the Missouri Compromise, and in 1820, the District of Maine became the Free State of Maine. The long campaign finally realized. Until tomorrow, I'm Brian Sullivan.